In many ways, Muslims and their properties are far safer in India than they can be in some Muslim countries. If you watch the entire video today, you will probably understand what I mean by that. On the one hand, many Muslims and non-Muslims in India celebrate the arrival of the Waqf Bill 2025, and on the other hand, some propaganda-hungry media outlets or enemies of India seem eager to mislead the people of India and exploit Indians for their own dirty agenda. Let's start with the BBC. See the choice of words here. Controversial bill on Muslim properties, and the choice of image. It seems so misleading. But then, what else can you expect from the BBC? Anti-India or anti-Hindu propaganda, as well as misleading articles targeting India, are common even in a tiny European country like the Netherlands. In this article, Eva Elfering targeted Mukesh Ambani, his house, and even mentioned the local Waqf board. I mean, a colonial criminal state like the Netherlands, which has a brutal track record of shamelessly looting other countries' properties or wealth and has profited immensely from slavery, still has the audacity to preach to the victim nations through its media outlets. Instead of their propaganda articles, why don't these countries just return the stolen wealth so that the victim nations can rebuild and recover faster? From Mukesh Ambani's house and the Taj Mahal to these Christian families' properties, it seems there is a lot that the Waqf has claimed or decided to focus on in India. In particular, the Waqf's claim regarding the Taj Mahal came as a shock to many. All over the Muslim world, multiple media outlets reported that. And of course, even today, the Pakistani media outlets have not stopped their silly propaganda about this. Propaganda after propaganda, it seems the anti-India lobby is working really hard in the West. The Turkish media outlets, as expected, did what was anticipated too. This article even mentions the possibility of citizens hitting the streets if the bill is passed in parliament. Regarding this issue, in the past, even Zakir Naik commented on this. But as explained by India's Minister of Minority Affairs, nobody should mislead the innocent Muslims from outside. Regarding Zakir Naik, he had posted that this anti-India character is spewing venom by spreading false and fake propaganda and also trying to create communal disturbances in India. As mentioned here, the government maintained that the law is not directed against the Muslims. Instead, it only aims to bring transparency in the administration of Waqf properties. But probably due to their limited understanding or their political greed, there are people who oppose this. I must mention that many Russian media outlets have completely avoided talking about this development in India. But as far as the German media outlet, DW, is concerned, this article did mention that there are members of the Muslim community both for and against the Waqf bill. The German media outlet's article also highlighted that in India, Waqf holdings include 872,000 properties spanning 405,000 hectares with an estimated value of $14.22 billion. At least Germans shouldn't be too surprised to see all this. After all, in Germany, the churches own a lot of land and assets too, something I explained very well in this video. We should understand that the Germany presented to us as a liberal democracy is more like a hybrid theocracy with a neo-Nazi twist. Of course, there are Muslims in India who oppose the bill, but are all of them well informed? Of course not. In many ways, Indian Muslims seem to be extremely lucky to be living in a Hindu-majority nation. As a Sunni Muslim, imagine what it is like living in Iran. As a Shia Muslim, imagine what it is like living in Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, or Turkey. Imagine living in Syria, where Muslims threw bombs at Muslims, hurting or killing hundreds of thousands. In many ways, no one can love Indian Muslims the way Indian Hindus love them. We should not overlook that. This bill is not just about bringing more transparency into the system. In a way, it also seems to be about the resistance against expansionism-seeking, monotheistic, monopolistic religious ideologies that seem to be naturally dictatorial, anti-democratic, anti-inclusivity, anti-diversity, supremacist, and actively working to fulfill their mission of global conquest. See you again.